So for my clay and rival fight, I am more or less running back the exact same team. Let's just go through it really quick. We got Lilligant, Sand Slash with Bulldoze as a secondary stab. Probably first stab move actually. I don't think I'm going to be using Magnitude. Audino with T-Wave Reflect Workup, Duat, doing what he does. And lastly, Exca with Hone Claws, Drill Run, Iron Head. I kind of forgot Drill Run was a move until I taught it to it, so that was pretty awesome. Yeah, let's get into the fight. So going into this battle, he has Rivallocke and 2 Rivallocke, so the Dark Spam is hopefully something that my Lilligant and Duat can beat. I decide to lead off with my Sand Slash just to get damage on stuff. Doesn't really have any bad lead matchups. I fight Audino, which is fine. He has a Reflect though, which with lefties makes me not really able to kill this thing at all. I go to my own Audino, trying to spread some para or secret power damage, or maybe get a Reflect of my own. And I opt for, I think, a Reflect here, maybe T-Wave, but I get fully paired unfortunately. It makes a great play taunting here, as I can't T-Wave it. Then I go hard Exca. See U-turns. Then I realize this is probably a Rivallocke, because I don't think Chinchino gets taunt, but he goes Rivallocke and bulldozes my Lilligant, and I actually double into Duat, predicting the Darmaka, but I'm not really able to get a lot out of it since I missed a Razor Shell. That wasn't really going to do a lot anyways. So I go back into Audino. I'm trying to force progress with a T-Wave or a Secret Power or something like that. Unfortunately, I don't get a para here. He goes for the workup, getting a little ambitious. But he knows he can do that because he doesn't need to force damage on Duat immediately. Because Audino kind of walls most of my team. But I just keep going to my own Audino. I get a Confusion, which was nice from the Water Pulse. He reflects, and I just click T-Wave, which was great. I can go Lilligant, but I'm a little scared of Secret Power. He Brick Breaks me here and does a pretty big chunk, but I wanted to reflect here, but unfortunately couldn't get it off. I decided to go into Lilligant as he goes into Darmaka. It was a good play by him. He Flare Blitzes for a shitload of damage on my Duat. For resisted, it'll cut him on, but that's hustle for you. Anyways, he continues to wall me. I wasn't really sure what to do at this point. Well, I just got Sand Slash, just trying to throw some bulldozers at him. I throw a Magnitude, just trying to get as much damage as I can. And I get a high Magnitude, which was good. Magnitude 8, and then I just go back to Audino. At this point, I didn't really think that the Audino versus Audino was going to take, only a few turns to, end, but he decides to switch and work up on my Duat again. He's kind of being a little pussy, not trying to flare blitz into my Duat, but it's what it is. I can T-Wave him, so yeah. He reflects here, and then I flare blitz this thing on the switch. Do a lot, but I'm not super fast, so I just go and do my Lilligant. I synthesis here as he stays in. I don't really know why, but he gets a drop, which kind of forces me to synth again. As he goes into that, or no, he forces me to Mega Drain again because synth would just be losing health. So I Mega Drain, and he goes into Darmaka. I set my own Darmaka in because I thought I'd speed it, and I did. I think I was pretty fast, so yeah. He goes for this and gets the Moxie Boost, and this is a dumb sequence. I didn't think that would kill, or I didn't think I'd be slower or something like that. I think I was Sand Slash and get crit, unfortunately. He is super Moxie boosted at this point. I go for the Reflect here, but it is useless. Or I think I go for Secret Power to make a pair, but I get fully paired, unfortunately. And then my Excadrill was faster the whole time. And I really had no idea that my Excadrill would be faster, because I believe my Excadrill was like 2 points faster than my Lilligant. So I'm thinking there's no way my Excadrill is faster than the thing that is outspeeding my Lilligant. That just wouldn't make sense. But I think he told me after the game that he was actually like 1 point faster than my Lilligant and 1 point slower than my Excadrill. which was so stupid. So I basically stacked my entire team for like no reason. He gets a bulldoze and just finishes me off from here. I got the jet, but I am no match for his Tinchino. And he just bullet seeds me and takes me out. And the randomly generated Pokemon to faint after this was my Excadrill. And this pissed me off because it was my best mod. And the reason I lost this game was not because of Excadrill. Unfortunately, that's just not a factor, and I got unlucky and my Exca died, which is, to be fair, not that bad when his Bulldor and his other good Pokemon were unfortunately killed due to the RNG. So yeah, I was really, really unhappy to lose to Exca here, especially because this game was just so stupid with like the speed thing and him getting a little lucky with Para and stuff. But you know, it is what it is. I just want to come back stronger next time. So this is my new team. I got a Zebstrika and a Fracture, so I'll go into them. Zebstrika, this dude basically just soloed Skyla. I think I just clicked Discharge like 5 or 6 times and just won. It was pretty simple. I have Spark, Discharge, Signal Beam, Volt Switch. Signal Beam is good for hitting grass types and ground types. Discharge and Spark are both good, and they pair up pretty often. Volt Switch is good for getting damage and pivoting out. I thought this would be really, really good. With the fact that, I don't know, I actually get momentum from this and can, bring in an attacker to make progress as well. I just thought Zebstrika was a great bring because of it being like a fast safety net and also being able to get in good Pokemon with Volt Switch and Click Discharge and Para. I just felt like good utility. We got Fracture. This thing is sick. Rivalry is an interesting ability. I wasn't super crazy about it, but I am a Fracture with a Rivallocke, so I expect to be a very good Pokemon at the end of the day. I don't know if I replaced False Swipe or not, but I did not obviously click False Swipe versus him. Yeah, these were some great encounters. Then we got Lilligant again. Same thing as it always does. Quiver Dance for boosting up. Darumaka has evolved into my modest Darmanitan. Fire Gem Flare Blitz hits super strong. I was going through a lot of dust clouds, so I got a decent amount of gems this run. I'm looking for Exca, looking for red shards and stuff like that for move tutors. Then we got Encore Samurott. Glad to have him be a Samurott, and Encore is a cool move for punishing like recovery moves or status moves or setup moves, all that shit. And next we got Audino. I really just started liking Audino. Like, this Pokemon is really fun to use in game and on Showdown. It provides a really cool dynamic where it's kind of a support mon that is really annoying to kill. So yeah, I really liked using it. So let's get into the Showdown battle. So this game was, I believe, 77 turns long. So let's get into it really fast. I laid off Audino. Doesn't really have any bad matchups. I wanted to even sick of power stuff. I start working up. I reflect here. He Toxics, this looks good for me, but he has Clear Smog, which erases my attack boost, so I can't really set up and try to go for, game or just like progress, stuff like that. I try working up again. I try Secret Powering on Dino. I get the accuracy drop. No longer a Para, by the way, which is just fine to me. I get the unfortunate full Para, but I am lefty, so I'm not super pressured out. But he gets a crit, so I decided to switch out because I don't really have any reliable recovery. I rock slide the Jellicent. I got switch back into this thing. Flare Blitz for a shit ton of damage with Fire Gem. He stays in and recovers, which I didn't expect. I thought he would switch out because I think it kills, but I don't know for sure. I go into this thing, Signal Beam for 0 damage. Expected to do way more. He's kind of getting me with a lot of turns. I am maybe going a little too fast. I can slow down a little bit. I go for Discharge. He switches this guy, and I keep getting the Signal Beam turns wrong and the Discharge and all that stuff, so unfortunate. He bulldozes and then crunches my Lilligant. I get some Rocky Helmet damage, but that was unfortunate. And then this was just like the game-ending play, pretty much. I try to revenge this, quote-unquote, but then double in the Fracture getting progress. This was an insanely stupid play. I should have disrespected the crocodile. It literally swept me last time, so as a Crocorock. So I don't know why I was doubling in my mon that actually had a good matchup here. This was an insane choke on my end, and this is really not great. At this point, I just go for the Aqua Jet on his Amoonguss switch. So he has no reason to play it super aggro. He has all the tools to win this. He has SD. I T-wave him. I go into Samurott on the full para. And I can Encore him now, which I thought was really cool. And I double back into Zebstrika knowing he's going to switch. But then I wanted to get a Jellicent, but I didn't, unfortunately. He goes into Amoonguss, and this thing is really annoying. Giga and Clear Smog are really stupid, especially with Toxic as well. He misses a jump kick, which was pretty bad for him. I get a Reflect Up. He jump kicks me, and then I just hit him with the Secret Power and kill him. The jump kick was a huge miss because it does recoil, so it's not just a normal miss. And then I have health to two-wave this thing, which was cool. Going to Stammer, I don't really need it anymore. He's Jellicent and Amoonguss. Pretty useless dude. Go into this thing trying to go for game. He gets full paired, which is good. I go for the D-Claw, and unfortunately my D-Claw at this point does like no damage to the Amoonguss because of Rivalry, which weakens a move if they're a different gender, but boosts it if they're the same gender. Rivalry is kind of trash here, but it's whatever. He Clear Smogs me, and I'm like, wow, I really did nothing with this thing. I kind of planned to win a team preview with this dude, but didn't really go my way. Zebstrika, Signal Beam, kill this thing. And then I'm gonna just be honest, these dudes can't really break the stall core of Amoonguss, Jellicent, Audino, and I just lose. And then the randomly generated Pokemon to lose is Lilligant. I'm okay with this. My best grass move is still Mega Drain. So losing a Mon whose only stab move is Mega Drain is not the biggest deal to me. But unfortunately it is 3-3 right now. And this is looking kind of spooky. At this point it's probably going to go to League because one of us has to 2-0 each other. Or the other person to, you know, win this. So I was at this point thinking it would go to the League and we would at best split the next two. So let's get into our next after Drayden fight. So instead of just running back a very similar team to last time, I decided to make quite a few changes to the lineup. So I decided to box these two because they're just hardwalled by Jellicent. There's not much I can do about it. And I get Sea Viper to add to some of my newer encounters. So let's go over them really quick. So, Chandelier. I got this in the Celestial Tower, I think before Skyla, but I decided not to use it because I really liked Darmanitan, thought he was really strong, and it would be better than Lampent. But I have a full-blown Chandelier right now. I believe I had Fire Blast over in Prison on the Showdown fight. This is not a super updated save, my bad. Anyway, so I had Fire Blast with the Fire Gem, or no, with the Ghost Gem. So this Fire Blast and Hex could basically beat the team that he brought last, which I'm assuming he's going to bring something similar to. I just thought this would be a great Stallbreaker. Will-O-Wisp plus Hex. Hex does more damage with their status. Will-O-Wisp status them, so seemed like a no-brainer to me. And Chandelier's special attack is absolutely insane, as you can see here. Yeah, Chandelier just seemed like an absolutely amazing bring. I was expecting something more defensive, and something that also beats that defensive thing is Gigalith. He is here for one reason. That is Stealth Rock. In-game, Stealth Rock is pretty useless. It just does like a slight damage to enemies' Pokemon when they switch in. It's not a big deal, right? You're going to get like at max 6 uses from it since you guys don't really switch. But versus a human, and there's a lot of switching. You saw there was a ton of switching last game. So I want to be able to chip his regen core and just Pokemon in general. Like his Darmanitan, Sawsbuck, all that. In like competitive Pokemon in singles, a great way to beat down like stall your teams is to set up rocks and just throw moves down them and keep doubling your attackers in, never let off the pressure. That was my plan here if I did face a more stally team. get up rocks and just start throwing moves at him. Next, I had Starmie. I believe Thunder over Blizzard. The idea here was not only is Starmie good versus like his offensive Pokemon like Darmanitan, it can revenge Sawsbuck too if it's low, but Water plus Psychic plus Electric kind of just beat his whole team that he brought last time, and yeah, Starmie seemed great. Instead of Samurott, which just gets walled by Jelly, I brought a Flygon here. It didn't really have the best moves, but I thought Crunch can hit a Moongus, Fly can hit, or Crunch can hit Jelly, Fly can hit a Moongus. Sounds stupid, but I have Bulldoze for stab, and yeah, Flygon seemed pretty good with rocks, so why not? Good versus some offensive mons. If I need to switch in like a Darmanitan, Flygon could do that as well. Didn't really seem like the best mon versus Stall, but that is what my boy Seviper is for. I'll get to Fracture later. Seviper, I was really excited. He had Rest over Gastro Acid. The idea here was, okay, he stalled me last time, right? And also, there's a few encounters at this point that he could have gotten that use Toxic Spikes. And Toxic Spikes poisons you if you are a neutral target to them, like you're not flying or levitating, or you're not a poison type. But poison types absorb them, so my idea with Seviper was, I don't want my other like Starbreaker mons to get worn down by Toxic Spikes, and Seviper on its own with Rest plus Shed Skin. Shed Skin is like a 33% chance to just clear status at the end of the turn, and if I'm resting, I can get really low turns or low sleeping turn rests, which is great. And also Poison Fang plus Crunch was great. Another thing I gave Seviper was I believe it should be somewhere in here, maybe down here, the Metronome. Metronome buffs the same move if you just spam it over and over, just use the same move in a row. Consecutive moves, it buffs the power of like 1, 2, 3, gets stronger, just by a little bit, but it really adds up if you keep spamming the move. So I wanted to like attack his defensive course and just get stronger and stronger, and if things did it to fan, I can rest up with my Shed Skin. So yeah, I really wanted to attack his stall with this as well. And then lastly, I had Fracture. I believe I had Taunt over False Sweat, maybe? I don't know, but basically he's here for offense, and you know, hits like offensive Pokemon and defensive Pokemon really strong. I was kind of not really happy about fighting that Amoonguss again, his female Amoonguss, but it is what it is. Clear Smog was annoying, but I had like a Chandelure and a Seviper for that, so yeah. That was my plan, was to attack his defensive Pokemon and then have like these guys in the back to, you know, handle the offensive Pokemon that kind of, his offensive Pokemon don't really like last super long, so I wanted those guys to wear themselves down and then just break the stall in the end with these guys. So yeah, that was my idea. So he pretty much just brings Fat. I kind of expected him to bring a T-Spike Pokemon, but he did not. So let's just get this started. I was really hoping Chandelure and Seviper could beat this guy. So I lead out with Gigalith because I want to get the Stealth Rocks up right now. I'm not really planning on doing any damage to his like triple regen Jellicent Recover Core. I just get the rocks up, punish him for switching, and I just get the Rock Slide on him. He goes into a Moongus. I just go hard into Seviper just to try to do something. I Crunch here on his Reflect, it gets a nice drop. He does 27, which is a little bit more than I expected, but it is what it is. Now I get my Crunch again because I am Metronome boosted. He goes back into Audino, and I just Crunch again. You can slowly see my crunches are doing a little bit more each turn. Did 34, did 31 last time. I got the Crunch here. Unfortunately, he reflects, which is really annoying. I just decided to keep crunching, just keep getting the Metronome boost. I'm crunching again. He has Synthesis, unfortunately. He crunches. Giga Drain. I'm not really getting a lot of progress right now with the Reflect, but I'm kind of hoping that once Reflect ends, I can do something. This is the biggest choke in my career. I crunch here instead of resting for no reason. That was just insanely stupid. I did have rest, but I just wanted to get damage on this. I should have rested and kept it in the back. I go for the Flame Burst, hit the Audino down. And I just Flame Burst again as he has Force to sack it. He goes into Starmie to revenge me. I just go into my own Starmie. And he goes for the Minimize. I thought we banned this, but I guess we didn't. And I basically have to spam Thunder to hit him. But I have Recover, so I can just keep fishing over and over for the Thunder. Hitting a Thunder through Minimize seems really hard, but I have time to do that. I get my lefties back here. He goes for the Psychic. I hit the Thunder right here. I would have had lefties to recover after this. It would have been close, but yeah, that just makes it easier. I mean, that's what he gets for using Minimize strats. Fucking cheese. He goes for the Ominous Wind. I'll just click a Rock Slide. I do way more than I expect for some reason. I don't know. Gigalith has like 130 attack, but I was just kind of using it as a Rocks fodder. And then I get a free switch in a Chandelier, and I Hex and kill him with my Ghost Gem. That was very clutch Ghost Gem. He goes into his own. I think I might just go Flygon because it's not super good versus the rest. He minimizes again. I just hit him with the Earth Power. I say get the fuck out of here. And then he forfeits because my Chandelier can just click Flame moves, and I have a Psychic Starmie. And his Chandelier ended up dying after this, so he is left with 3 Regen Mons, Jellicent, and a Starmie. So all I need is one more win versus him, and then I win the Rivallocke. Hoping that I can. I don't really want it to go to Elite 4 because that is more work than is necessary. Getting to the Victory Road, and then Elite 4, and then the battle, blah blah blah. I just want to finish it off right here and win it early. Yeah, that was my goal. So I decided don't fix what ain't broke, right? After destroying Marlin with, I think I just clicked Zebstrike, could discharge like 5 times. I decided I wanted to do pretty much what I did before, with a few changes. I have Reuniclus here. I got it a long time ago, actually before Nimbasa, but it was jolly. I didn't have great moves, but I'm like, well, Reuniclus should beat what he has left. I have Psychic and Recover and Thunder for like paralyzing, Future Sight for annoying him. I thought with Helmet this thing could be great. Then let's go back to the top. I just want the shot through Uni. Same Shandy, pretty much. Same Seviper with the rest this time. Well, I had it last time. I pretty much just took the exact same Seviper. But I didn't have it on the last recording. But Fracture, same thing. I have Taunt this time. No more False Swipe. No more False Swipe on this thing. Realistically, Fracture is a DD claw machine, but I decided that I wanted to Taunt this time. I think it actually evolved into Hackstress. This is before I had this saved before I grinded, so it is a Fracture right now, but it is a Hackstress in the game, I believe. We have their Uni, as I said before. Overcoat instead of Magic Guard, which is actually terrible, but it is what it is. And then Starmie, I decided I think Shell Bell would be better than lefties. For getting back my health after I attack, because my whole goal is to attack. Recover over T-Wave this time. I didn't need Starmie to spread pairs. I had other guys for that. And then I have mixed Flygon with Fly to hit a Moongus and Jellicent and stuff like that. So yeah, that was my team. The Haxorus is not a Fracture, it's a Haxorus. So yeah, let's get into the battle. So we are back. He has a very type lopsided team. I'm just hoping I can do what I did last time and execute with Seviper plus Chandelier. And I have a Haxorus this time, and a Reuniclus, and a Starmie with, you know, Recover, so things are looking good for me at preview. I lead off with Seviper, and I start Poison Fanging because I want to get poisons on stuff. I don't really care if he goes into a Moongus. I have the Metronome, so I can just boost up on it. He goes to the T-Wave that I immediately heal, and I'm just going to continue Poison Fanging. He gets a Reflect, which is annoying. With lefties, this thing is really a complete nuisance. I am avoiding poisoning him for some reason, even though there's a 30% chance to Toxic Poison him, which would be insanely good. He goes a Moongus here. I just decide to keep Poison Fanging. He goes Starmie, thinking I'm going to switch. Get the poison off. If he's Illuminate, then that is good. If he's Natural Cure, then that is completely useless poison. He can't really minimize cheese me with a Toxic, so I Thunder. Don't do a whole lot with the light screen, but he is poisoned, so I don't really know what his plan is here. Toxic is way too much for him. It's not static. It gets up to a like huge amount. Like I don't really know why he's staying in right now. I'm gonna turn it on fast. He just recovers. And I go for the feature sight, trying to take advantage of the fact that he will either die or switch out. Then I go for the thunder here, and he is dead. So I got the Sazbuk on my screen. I just go into Chandelier, knowing I pretty much wall this, I think. And then Future Sight just crits and kills, which is hilarious. Black-white crits are like comedy. So I just Poison Fang here. I'm just trying to get the poisons on stuff. I have missed like 5 poisons so far. I got one on Starmie, which was good. And then I just keep trying to get one on Viper or on the Jellicent. I just am not getting one, dude. And he goes for the Ominous Wind. I rest here, hoping I can get the Shed Skin. But I do not this turn. Then I go to Flygon, thinking I can Crunch or Fire Blast or whatever. Go for the Crunch, does a good amount. Get my Shell Belt back. He Ominous Wins, and I go for the Crunch again, trying to kill it. This thing is a really annoying Pokemon because it sets up screens. I just Earth Power. He tries to double. I decide, no sir. I just Earth Power here, and I don't really see a reason to switch right now, considering that. Well, I say that and then I switch. I remembered wrong. I just go for Future Sights. He double edges, which I did not expect at all. I go for Thunder and don't para him. So this thing is pretty much dead. So I go into the Shandy. And I get the Future Sight, which is nice here. But he does have lefties, so this was a huge turn. He T-Waves. I make an insanely stupid switch into Haxorus, and I have Bright Powder. So I dodge a T-Wave. It can miss in SM and SS, but not in Black-White. I just have Bright Powder. He goes for Dragon Dance. I Claw him. He Clear Smogs me. I thought the Cly will do more, but I'm actually Rivalry, which is a pretty trash ability, honestly. So I go Uniclus on the Toxic. It lets me recover, but I am also Toxic and Overcoat, which is not a good ability on Uniclus. So it lets him get back in this dude. I'm just fishing for status. I'll let my Rooney go if it means a para and I get it, which is nice. I feel like Audino should have gone poisoned like earlier this game with the Poison Fang, but that is what it is. I go into Viper hard and die because I did not expect that. Now I go back into Flygon. I don't even know why he switched. Honestly, I don't really have any idea. But I go back into this thing, fire off a nice, good old Future Sight, trying to get some progress on. I recover here. He unfortunately light screens, but it gets more health on me, so I go into Flygon. I don't really know what my goal is here. I think I just start crunching or something. Yeah, he switches out because he doesn't want to double edge me and get low or something. I go Reuni here, which took a bit more than I expected from Giga Drain. I just go for the Future Sight here and die. I go Chandelier here, and it's pretty much over. Shandy just wins. There's not much he could have done at this point. I have my Fire Blast, hit my Fire Blast again, and hit one more Flame Burst for the win. And with that, I defeated him in the Pokemon Black and White 2 Rivallocke. This was really fun. This was really fun. I decided to ask Derek what he thought of the Rivallocke because it felt like a journey, you know. It felt like an adventure that we were both on. So I think it took like a month. So yeah, I decided to ask him what he thought of it. Derek, what did you think? Did you have fun? That's all that matters, really.
Yeah, I had fun, but I hate getting unlucky in game. I would have beat your ass if I had all my encounters. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Didn't you have an Axie that you just killed on accident?
I had an Axu. I clicked Mega Drain with a Fungus that was 3 levels lower than it, and then it crit and killed it from 60%. So I'm not quite sure how that happened.
I did not have many tools to deal with fractures, so that would have been really interesting. But I definitely got pretty lucky at points in this run. What would you say your favorite thing was in this Rivallocke?
My favorite thing is when I beat your ass, and my least favorite thing was when I got my ass beat.
Yeah, pretty much this. I'm hoping we can just keep doing this in the future. It's some good content. It's fun. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment. If you have any feedback, criticism. This is my first like try hard edited, Pokemon Nuzlocke video. So if I did some stuff well or not very well, just let me know. Thanks for watching all the way. It means a lot to me, guys. Peace.